Hello everyone. So this video is about Flutter Basic. Actually, I am creating the whole course for Flutter Basic. As you know, Flutter is a Google mobile SDK which we use to build native apps. So in this entire video series, we will try to learn basic about Flutter. Then we will create some mobile apps. What is Flutter? So what is Flutter? Flutter is an open source SDK which is created by Google. It is used to develop applications for Android, iOS, Windows, Mac, Linux, and Google Fuchsia, which is a coming OS of Google, and of course the web. So in this entire series, I will focus on building Android apps. What you will get from this course, well, it's depend on you. Actually, I will start from basic and try to explain everything in Flutter which I can, and we will also develop some great mobile apps. So let's start. To install Flutter on your Windows machine, go to flutter.dev and click on this get started. It will guide you to install Flutter on your system. Okay, you can select your operating system. Here I am using Windows, so I click here Windows. So there are two ways to install. The easiest way is to download Flutter Windows zip file. Here you can extract it into C drive. Here I will download it. Download Flutter Windows.zip file and extract it here in Flutter folder. You can see here. After extracting this Flutter.zip file, you will need a code editor. Write Flutter apps with Visual Studio Code for this entire set. After installing Visual Studio Code, you have to download an extension for Flutter. Type Flutter and you can easily install. I have already installed. Let's start writing some Flutter code. You can create new Flutter project by clicking View Command Palette or simply Ctrl Shift P. Here you can see Flutter new project, and here you can give it a name. And boom, you have created your new Flutter project. After creating new project, you will see this bunch of folders. The main attraction here is this main.dot file. In main.dot file, you got this code. Clicking start debugging while my emulator is connected. It will show this screen. Don't confuse with that. We will come towards it later. So first of all, I remove all this code and explain to you. Okay, let's start. Okay, imagine. So tell me, what should be the most important thing your new home should have? There are a lot of things, but the most important thing I think is the door. Yes, you need a door to enter that house. So in programming, you need a door to enter into the program, and sort of you need an entry point, which a point that indicates that program is started, or that indicates that this is the actual program. What is that? This is in programming, this is a main function. What is the function in programming? So in programming, function is a section of a program which perform a specific task. In your house, door is a function which has a specific task that which allows you to enter in your home. So there is a function named main which allows the computer to enter in that program. So how we declare a function? So it is easy. We type it main and put two brackets like this. So we have declared a function. Where does it start? To indicate that it start from this first line and this function ends on third line, we use these brackets, which indicates that the main function which has to perform a specific task is between these square brackets. So an operating system or computer will find that entry point to enter in that program. When a compiler line of the code, it will see this main function. It says that, oh, this is the main function, and it will tell me to what I have to do. So it will jump to that these square brackets and perform all the tasks which are written in between these brackets. What does a main function returns? In programming, a function should return something. Main function doesn't return anything. So we use void keyword here, which actually means nothing. The main function which returns nothing is starting from here and ends here. That's the main logic of this code which I have written here. Okay, so when a compiler come here, he will see a void main function, which is the entry point for the program, and it will execute all the code which is written in here. What code we give here to run our app in a Android mobile or iOS. In main function we use run app. Here it automatically wrote this line, import package material ... So what is this? This line tells that compiler that import this package Flutter material ... from Flutter. What does this import statement does? It actually tells the compiler to use this material ... file in Flutter from which this run app function it comes from. Run app is also a function. You can see that it is enclosed in parentheses. Okay, so it is also a function, and I have already told you that function is a part of program which perform a specific task. In a back end code which is written in material ... in which that run app function is written, which defines its properties. What should it do? What can it do? All of this thing is written in material ... file, which is in Flutter package, which compiler is telling, which this line is telling to the compiler. Question arises here: what does this run app function do? What we have to add in here? Run app as given from the name runs our app on mobile devices or other platforms. It only runs our app. This function is again written in material .dart file, which is in Flutter package. What we have to pass in here we have to pass the class name where our app objects lies. What is class and objects now? So it need a termination or semicolon here, because when we tell the compiler that this fourth line is ended up here, there is nothing more here. Okay, what is class now? An object, and what we have to pass here. So we come to our point. What are classes and objects? Classes and objects are the building block of OOP programming, object oriented programming. Okay, I will give you a small example of it. For example, if I want to create a microphone, simple microphone, the first step to create a microphone or any real world thing is to create a blueprint of it. This blueprint we define its properties and its functionality, like what should be the color of its the microphone, what will be its model number, what in the blueprint we define its properties and functionality, like its color is its property, its mic type is its property, its model number is its property. It means that a microphone are its properties. What are its functionalities? Properties are the physical things, which are the colors, mic type, and the model number. What are its functionality? Mic volume, we can mute the mic easily, we can turn it off and on by a button. After creating that blueprint and using this blueprint, we can create a number of microphone, and all microphone will have same properties and functionalities. From programming point of view, same concept goes with the class and object terminology. The blueprint is called class, and the microphone or any other devices is called object here. Class is a blueprint from which we can create a number of objects. All the object will have access to all properties and method. You can also modify access to according to your need. So I have tried to explain you about class and objects. Hope you understand it. I'm not a good teacher, I can't explain well, so hope so you understand it. Another main thing is the Flutter app is built up of widgets. Flutter draws every pixel on the screen on itself. What are the widgets? Flutter, it's all about widgets. There are widgets everywhere. For example, in a Flutter app, build up of widgets or list of widgets, like there will be a app bar or a header image or list view, which all are widgets. App bar is a widget, header image is also a widget, and there is a list view which is also a widget. There is often a list of widgets in a widget, in a single widget, like in a list view, as you can see here. In this list view there are list of other widgets which are the list item, which we say that widget often contains other widget or widget tree. So now we have learned about widgets also. So what's the need of that concept here now? Those concepts have a huge part here, and I will explain that part in the next video. So wait for the next video, and please press the like button if you like this video. That means a lot for me. and also tell me in comment, and also tell me in comment if you like this video.